We made it inside of the Universal Studios Orlando because today is the very first day of technical rehearsal for Villain Con. Let's go try to get on the ride. 60-minute standby wait. And of course, since it is a technical rehearsal, there is no express.
Featuring exciting keynote speakers. When I started, people say a woman could never as well as a man. Well, you'll find the remainder.
Made it inside.
But remember, there's only one spot in the V6, so ultimately it's every villain for themselves. Hey, you're all here.
Born by shady lady foreboding. That's fine. Yeah, there's the gun. Really big. So there's two triggers here and in the back. Cookie bots, not boogie bots. Unlawful.
Keeping up with the party in front of you. For your safety, please stay off railings and props within the queue. Thank you.
Alright, so we just got off of Minion Blast and I want to tell you my thoughts on it. So it is the very first day of the technical rehearsal, so not everything is fully working correctly, like the app. They're going to have an app with this ride so you can keep your score every time that you write it, and multiple times that you write it you can see how you progress and get different prizes, so to speak. But it is not working just yet. So when we got in line, the queue is mostly outdoors, and they do have fans out there. They have some screens playing telling you what to expect, and once you make it to the inside part, where it's wonderfully air conditioned, you have some really neat things that you can look at. You can see the gun that you're about to use, you can see different images of the weapons that they have used, all the different villains, and some of the things that they wear even. So that was really neat. And then you're on the ride. All right, we're gonna eat at Nadia's favorite restaurant at Universal, Bubba Gump. Follow the smiley face. Let's talk about the ride. So, you get your blaster. You get to choose one. Don't choose one that is red because that means it's about dead. So you grab your cordless gun, and there's two triggers. So one that continuously just shoots on the bottom, and then there's another one on the outer side that has like a mega blaster. The app is not working right now. This is the first day of technical rehearsals for Minion Blast, and they tell you what dot to stand on, and in front of you and behind you are are glass little half walls, and I want to say they're like 48 inches tall because they were about the same height as Nadia. So if not 48 inches tall, like maybe a little bit shorter, 40 inches tall, somewhere around in there. On both sides, they're clear so that if you're shorter, like kids and things, or you can still shoot and it's just, you know, clear. You can see through everything. And then you can turn around backwards, flip every which way, and look at the screens. Everything is mostly on the screens. There were some boxes that were glowing that I tried to shoot. I'm not sure if I got any points doing that or not, but everything is mostly on a screen, and when you do shoot something, it'll like explode or something. And I'll include some screenshots of the scores each of us got on the ride. It was really fun. I'd like to go back and do it again. It said a 60-minute wait. I don't think we waited that long at all. Maybe, I don't even think we waited 30. Like, it went pretty fast. But it was really fun. You didn't need no 3D glasses or anything. You just stand there and shoot. I think I got the highest score, which is really weird because I normally don't make the highest scores when we do these little shooting games. So I usually have like the lowest score. But I think it was me, and then Owen, and then Nadia, and then Brandon got last. Normally Brandon's always first. But it was a fun game. I'd like to do it one more time today to go through it again. And then of course you always end up in the evil villain shop this time. So it was pretty fun. But we're still waiting on our food here at Bubba Gump Shrimp. Alright, so this is Owen's kid meal. It comes in this super cute little shrimp boat. And Owen wanted veggies. What is this stuff right here?
Oh, that's the Jello.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you do have some blue Jello right here. So he has some carrot strips and some celery, ranch dressing. He got a cheeseburger. So there's that. Nadia got the mac and cheese. So she has her applesauce in her little boat and her little Jello back down in there. So these are fun little cute things that they can take and just play. Yeah, and her little mac and cheese, little skillet there. And then Brandon and I opted to get the Run Away sampler, something like that. So we're gonna split the sampler. It has these chips, it has the dip, looks like spinach dip, different little salsas here, and we have the chicken, and Brandon's gonna eat the shrimp up here. All right, let's dig in. At this restaurant, they have signs on all of the tables, and it says "Run, Forrest, Run." Then that means you don't need your waiter to move it to the red sign. Then that tells the waiter that they need to stop at your tables because you need something, make something more to drink or more silverware. So the whole restaurant is themed to Forrest Gump. If you have any questions where the bathrooms are, just follow this sign. The extended queue has a water fountain. Wow. That's way back there. Yeah, it's not really finished up back there. Doesn't have the like switchbacks either. We're here for round 2. Major weapons.
Power-ups will be spread throughout the challenge rooms. These will unlock new modes on your blasters. Fire.
Stolen. Money. Oh, look at how giant those bananas are.
There's only one spot on the base.
Oh, it's 41.
Delicious moments. You don't play by the rules, your car should.
interactive, but it's not. Speakers. Scarlet Overkill in the middle. Sponsored by the Bank of Evil. Energy drinks. Bird cage up there earlier, but this is like a little area saying, hey, I got these evil pets. And that was all their dog food that I showed earlier. Some spray, and then this guy. Gator bomb. I like those colors. Alright, so we just rode it for our second time, and I think it's a really fun ride. You just stand there the whole entire time, and you get to shoot both directions. And the first room is just a bunch of like a workshop, like Owen was describing to me just a minute ago, and you just shoot the boxes, kind of like a practice run. My favorite is the room where it looks like Universal. You see the Chocolate Factory, you see the Universal Ball, you see Islands Adventure Tower out in the front, and then all the villains come flying in, and then you shoot them in the middle. That's my favorite room. But it's really fun. And at the end, it shows your scores along the bottom. So like I said earlier, the app is not working just yet. That way you can track your scores every time you come. But I loved it. I thought it was super fun. So to compare this to the other like little shooter games here at Universal, the only other one is really at Men in Black. And going into the ride, we didn't really know what to expect, but it is all screens. Like, there's no actual objects in there. So like Men in Black is completely different. Nothing's a screen. You're actually shooting like the aliens all over around you, and it feels like you're part of the movie Men in Black and you're shooting all the aliens, so it's quite fun. And you're sitting down the whole time. The air conditioning is like the best in any theme park I've ever been to. But in comparison here, I mean, this ride is still fun, but it is all just screens. And when we went into here the second time, we did get stopped a little bit just because someone was getting on the conveyor belt with a walker, and so they could do it. I mean, it was fine. They just stopped the ride completely because it is constantly moving. I mean, both times we were in line, it said 60-minute wait, but it was not a 60-minute wait. Like, I don't even know if we really waited even 30 because it's constantly moving. But like I said, they did stop the ride and made a hold still so that person could get on with their walker. So that was perfectly fine. They just stopped it, they got on, they started it back up again, and it was fine. So it was a fun ride. It was very slow, but the aim isn't quite right. So like you could be pointing in one direction and then you just have to watch where your little beam is going to make the right shots that you want to. It is so amazing. All right, this is walkthrough number 3. Yes, this is our third time riding it today. We love it so much. It's a wonderful family ride. It's so loud in here though. There's so much to look at. Comment down below
lose your car.
I did talk to a team member right before we got in line, and she told me a little pointer for her. She's like, well, of course this is the first day, they're still learning tips themselves, but she told me that if you see any chest, go for it, and then something inside the chest will be worth a lot of points, So if you blast something open, points pop out, blast all those, that's where the points are, is what she told me. So we're doing it our third time in a row. Let's see how many points we can rack up this time. All right, so we just went on it for our third time today. We love that ride. All right, so last time I got like 429,000. Brandon got 600 something thousand. This time, our third try, we found out some tips and tricks. So Brandon got over 1 million points this time. I got 714,000 something this time. So I did much better the third time the charm for us. All right, so here are some tips that we found. The first one, find a treasure chest. Bust it open. Inside is going to be some things that are worth a lot of points. So any treasure chest you find, get the points inside, worth a lot. Also, when you see the giant disco ball, shoot it continuously. Lots of points to be had for that as well. The very last room where you see the Universal Orlando has all of the villains in there, especially Scarlet Overkill. It has Spectre, it has that El Macho guy that turns into that purple thing. You need to use your bananas for those. I did run out of my Mega Boost, so like the back one is like a continuous shooting, but the one in the front, you can run out of those. So I did run out, but at the end, I don't know how I recharged it, but I got them back and I was able to use that extra boost of minion bananas at the very end. So those are a few little pointers that I have for you on that ride so far. Alright, so here's another tips and tricks about it, is that when you have your gun, make sure you know where you're shooting, okay? Because it's not exactly accurate. So when you're aiming, in front of me is Rip Ride Rocket, so it's loud. When you're aiming, you might be pointing over this way, but your actual target from your gun is completely somewhere else. So you just need to make sure you are following your target. And there are different colors. It'll be like red, yellow, green, blue, red, and different colors for your specified gun. And you'll have a name on there also. So like Friend 23 or Villain 95 or different things like that. But they'll have different names at the end. You can just look and see what your score was and who had the best score that day. So it's quite fun. We enjoyed it. We rode it 3 different times today in a very short time. Like it said, an hour every time, I think, each time that we got in it. We did not wait that long because it is continuous. It did stop on us again the third time we rode it, as well as the second time. It did stop. Now the first time I knew it stopped because somebody was getting on with a walker. I'm not sure why it stopped the second time, but it was really fun. I enjoyed it. It's a good family game to do here at the parks, and now it's right when you first walk in, right there by Minion Mayhem, Minion Blast. Minion Mayhem is usually always a super long wait, even though that's actually not that great of a ride. It's just like a sit and you just move and watch a screen. I mean, it's fun, but I wouldn't wait 50 minutes for it. Sometimes it gets way bigger than that, but it's just because it's right there in the front of the park. It's like the first thing you come to, so you might want to just check the times and then come back to it later. But since it is in technical rehearsal right now, the Minion Blast is not even on the app today. So it was just something that was fantastic that you could just walk into the park today and be like, hey, surprise, and give it a go. But it was really fun. So glad that we were able to ride it today.
I got the mango one.
Yes, you got your minion. Oh my goodness, it is so cute. All right, Owen got the blueberry lemonade, cookies and cream, and I got Vector.
I'm taking that. That is the most blueberry thing I've ever tasted.
Ooh, yes. Is it
That is
good?
the most blueberry thing I've ever tasted.
Tastes very blueberry-like. Vector. We ate a Bubba Gump Shrimp for lunch. We had a great time at Universal, and it did rain, but we missed it because we were inside eating. But we had a great time here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more upcoming videos. And now it's your family time.
I